call Sarah Dowie.
Speaker, I rise to take a short call in support of this bill, the Building Earthquake-Prone Buildings Amendment Bill, in this third reading. And while I'm a very new member to the Local Government and Environment Select Committee, I note from the contributions of this side of the House and the opposite side of the House that obviously this was a very good select committee process, that this was a process taken seriously, which has resulted in a bill that is very well received and based on good science, putting in place a very pragmatic system to strike a balance between protecting people from harm in earthquakes with respect to earthquake-prone buildings, but also being pragmatic about managing the costs of strengthening or demolishing buildings. So I would like to extend my congratulations to the Select Committee for this piece of work and to the Honourable Nick Smith for shepherding this through the House. So as we are aware, this bill came out of the result from recommendations of the Canterbury Earthquake Royal Commission in 2012, those awful events in Canterbury where there was a significant cost to life, first and foremost, and then, of course, a significant cost to property. And I guess, as it's been mentioned throughout this House, New Zealand really was not prepared. We did not realise that our buildings were in such a state that when such a significant event as the Christchurch earthquakes hit, that such devastation could occur. So therefore we set out to look at putting in place a pragmatic system to manage this, to protect life, to manage the harm and to manage the costs of strengthening and demolishing any buildings that could pose risk to human life. So it's a stepped system, one again that's based on good science, looking to stratify the risk profiles, seismic risk profiles of New Zealand, stratifying them into low, medium and high seismic risk zones. And as such, as part of that, looking at timeframes, step timeframes again, 5, 10 and 15 years to look at strengthening buildings across those timeframes. Obviously, the bill prioritises the identification of strengthening earthquake-prone buildings that do pose quite a significant risk to people, such as education buildings and emergency buildings that house people in not only civil defence situations, but in normal everyday life. So to prioritise those, that if those buildings are located in medium to high risk zones, that they too need to be upgraded in a timely manner. So look, this is a very pragmatic bill. The STEP system works well. It's supported on both sides of the House. Again, I congratulate the Select Committee under the able chairmanship of Mr Scott Simpson, and therefore I commend this bill to the House.
I call Eugenie